Hi, it's 1010, and I'm back again with the 2022 Anunnaki Code, Chapter 16. What is Fik'r? Is it mind or soul? Origin, derived from the Anunnaki Fik'r and Fikrasa, the esoteric Arabic word Firasa is derived from Fikrasa. It means, in Arabic, the ability to read thoughts, understand the psyche of a person just by looking at him or her. The ulama used Fik'r to read the mind, learn about the intention of others, and assess the level of intelligence of people. Almost all rulers in ancient Persia, Phoenicia, and later in Egypt employed in their royal courts people of Firasa. They consulted with them during visits of dignitaries and officials from foreign countries. It was the secret science of learning about the personality of the people through the study of psychognomy. This science was called Firasa. One of the greatest ulama masters and experts in the field was Fik'r Adin al-Razi. Fik'r Adin al-Razi. His noted treatise on Firasa, the science of psychognomy, was inspired by the teaching of ulama. In the unpublished original edition of his several Anunnaki syllabuses and geometric forms were included in Al-Mawkama, the introduction of the book dedicated to the true believers of the higher knowledge. The numerical value is Alf 7. The meaning, as defined in the Anunnaki Encyclopedia, soul is an invention of early humans who need to believe in a next life. It was through the soul that mortals could and would hope to continue to life after death. Soul as an element or a substance does not exist anywhere inside the human body. Instead, there is a non-physical substance called Fik'r that makes the brain function, and it is the brain that keeps the body working, not the soul. The Fik'r was the primordial element used by the Anunnaki at the time they created the final form of the human race. Fik'r was not used in the early 7 prototypes of the creation of mankind according to the Sumerian texts. The Fik'r, although it is primordial source of life for our physical body, it is not considered as DNA because DNA is a part of Fik'r. DNA is the physical description of our genes, a source of a series of formulas, numbers, and sequences of what there are in our body, the data and the history of our genes, genetic origin, ethnicity, race, and so on. Consider Fik'r as a cosmic, subatomic, intellectual extraterrestrial, meaning non-physical, non-earthly depot of what is constitutes, and shall continue to constitute everything about you. And it is infinitesimally small. But it can expand to an imaginal dimension, but it can expand to an imaginable dimension, size, and proportions. It stays alive and continues to grow after we pass away. If it is still linked to the origin of its creator, in our case the Anunnaki, the Fik'r is linked to the Anunnaki and our creators through a conduit found in the cells of the brain. For now, consider Fik'r a small molecule, a bubble. The code or use, according to mythology and esotericism, it is the most important vehicle for the mind, intellect. Through Fik'r, a person can enter higher dimensions. The benefits. It is of major importance to train your Fik'r, transmission of the mind. Training sessions can develop extrasensorial facilities and open your inner eye, commonly referred to as the third eye. And this concludes chapter 16.